fucking stressed out. I'm fucking stressed. We should not be working like this. I work my ass off and I can't even fucking pay bills, bro. And they always say don't compare yourself to others, but I see people going to Chicago, what the fuck, Coachella, and fucking like buying all types of shit, just pointless fuck you money, and I'm over here and can't even fucking pay my fucking rent, bro.
We really pay to live on Earth. None of us asked to be here. None of us asked to participate. And yet we gotta pay to live, eat, sleep, breathe shit on this place.
I love how we can just like talk now, and as a collective we just all agreed that like everything is a scam. Like you go to college and immediately you realize it's like, oh shoot, I'm not even getting a job after this, and I just took on all this debt for like information I could have just looked up on Google. Can't even go on social media for like 2 minutes without someone trying to sell you a digital product and then scam you on some online course. And eventually you end up getting a job, and you're sitting in that job and you're thinking, well, this whole thing is a scam. And wait, now I feel like I'm almost becoming a part of the scam. If you have an IQ above 5, you start to realize that the entire pharmaceutical industry is a scam, and they're colluding with, you know, the food companies to get people sick. And they're also colluding with doctors to prescribe more. And just the whole thing is just a scam. And do I really need to even talk about politics, bro? Like, bro, you go to a restaurant, you pay with a card, and they're like, that's going to be a 5% processing fee. What the fuck is a processing fee? There's no escaping it, bro. Even when you die, it's like they're gonna tax you on like your funeral expenses. Like there literally is no end to this.
I'm realizing it's too many rules in life, and every time we think we about to get ahead or we about to be better, here comes something else happening to knock us down. This whole credit card situation with them closing my account because I paid my bill on time and I paid in full has really pissed me off to like a whole level, because how do you close somebody's account because they're paying their bill? Mind you, I've had credit cards in the past, and like I'll be late, I'll make the minimum, but I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to be a different person this year. Like I started off the year fixing and building my credit. Like I'm gonna be better. And even with me thinking that I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna be more responsible. Like, you know, it's time to change my life around. I get the same result that I got when I did not pay my bill. And so I just feel like this whole life shit is too much. It's too many rules. It's too much. It's too much. So honestly, if you're smoking crack underneath the stairs and you're happy, I love that for you. Like, if you drink every day until you're blacked out drunk, I love that for you. Like, if you just take your check and you be like, fuck these bills, and you go out and you spend all your money on a fucking parlay, shopping, whatever, I really love that for you, because really, it don't matter how you do it. If they don't want you to get ahead, you are not going to get ahead. So you know what? Enjoy life how you want to enjoy it. Don't even fucking be stressed out.
It's a scam. Do you feel like everything is a scam? I just keep saying, sounds like a scam to me. Literally everything. Look around. It's all a scam. Everything we've been taught, everything we're playing into, the taxes that we're paying, the things that we're doing, the news that we're seeing, everything that we're watching, doing, hearing, all of it is a scam. Do you feel this way? I am so fed up. I'm done. Everything. It's all a scam.
Your whole life is a scam. You wake up early every day to pay for a house you're hardly in because you're always at work, to pay for a car that you mainly use to get to work. You get taxed up to 45% of your income. You only go on holiday 1 or 2 times a year. After bills and food, you've barely got anything left. You can never do anything you want to do. And then on top of that, everything you buy has 20% VAT added. And you work your whole life to pay for your house, and then that gets taxed 40%. You can't even give that to your kids when you die. The government take everything from you. And your whole life you've been a slave to a corporation.
Man, when you realize none of this shit in life matters, your whole mindset just shifts into a whole different perspective. Like, just think, bro, like, genuinely one day you're going to be dead and gone. Like, think about that. Oh, you had a bad day at work, so the rest of your day is ruined. Why? Who gives a fuck? Oh, somebody cut you off in traffic, and now you're pissed off for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Why? That's 30 minutes to an hour you will never get back of your life ever again. Think about that for a second. Oh, they made fun of me for whatever. Like, So fucking what? Grow up. I dead ass, when I went bald, cut all my hair off, I had grown ass men care more about me being bald than my fucking self. Grown ass men with children. At that point, I knew life was fucked up. People have a fucked up way how they view life. Like, when I dead ass, like that right there was the turning point for me. I was like, there's no fucking way other grown ass adults care more about somebody's hairstyle than I do. We got this shit fucked up. Like, that shit will not matter when you're dead and gone. Like, man, I'm telling y'all, man, start viewing your life differently, bro. Your whole mind will change.
The older you get, the more you realise everything is a fucking scam. Taxes, you pay up to 45% income tax, then 20% on top of everything you buy. You work 6 months of the year for free. You then have to pay council tax, inheritance tax, stamp duty. The list goes on. All your money ends up going back to the government. People work for 3 hours to afford a chicken at Nando's, or work for 5 hours to pay 50 quid on a t-shirt that's been made in a sweatshop for pennies, and that's supposed to be normal. People can barely afford to live. They work their whole lives, slaving away at a job, donating their whole entire life to a company like a slave. The food industry is a scam. We've got a 25% obesity rate now. They promote these disgusting foods that are harmful to your health and have ingredients that are scientifically linked to diseases, and we're supposed to be okay with that. People work their whole lives to pay off their high interest mortgage. The banks literally credit the money out of thin air into your account, and you've got to pay interest on that your whole life, and then you can't hand it down to your kids because you get hit with 40% inheritance tax when you've paid taxes your whole life. You get constant fines through your letterbox from people wanting money for silly things like you've accidentally drove in a bus lane, or they don't like the way you've parked. The world is designed to get you working your whole life as a slave and take as much from you as possible, and you need to escape the system and live life on your terms like I do. If you want to learn how I do what I do, how I don't have a job, how I earn unlimited amounts of money on my phone, then go to the bio and I'll teach you.
Who the fuck thought 5.6 weeks, days, whatever the fuck they call it, of annual leave was sufficient? There's 12 months in the year and I don't even get 2 of them off. Not even 2 months. And then there's 7 days in the week and I've got to work 5 of them. Actually 6 some weeks. Some weeks I work 6. 6 days out of 7. How the fuck is that fair? Who the fuck thought of this bollocks? Who even invented money? What is the reason I'm going to work right now? I'm going to work right now to make some money, to earn money. That I'm going to work right now to earn money, to spend my money on stuff I shouldn't even have to pay for. So I can go buy a bit of fruit and veg. What am I buying fruit and veg for? It's coming out of the ground. It's fucking free, mate. Why am I paying for something that is free? Electricity. Some random cunt went and made some lecky and now I'm getting charged for it. Bruv, British Gas, you didn't make electric. You didn't make the lecky. Why am I paying you for something this bloke did? Mate, the whole thing's a scam. I'm pissed. I'm going to work right now and I should not be going to work. Scam. Scam, scam, scam. Fuck this shit.
You see, the older I get, the more I realize that life is just a financial scam. Every single day you're giving away free money. Because why have I parked my car for 2 hours and I'm paying £15? I'm paying not to drive my car. Does that make sense? Upon the car itself, maintenance, insurance, road tax, you still have to pay for not using that vehicle. And if you don't pay for not using that vehicle, then you have to pay for not paying for not using that vehicle. Are you following me? Insurance as well is a huge scam. The concept in itself doesn't make sense. You're paying in hopes something doesn't happen. Car insurance, you're paying in hopes you don't crash your car. But the logical thing to do would be to crash your car if you want to get your money's worth. But nobody's gonna do that. So you just end up dashing away free money. You can go your whole life and not crash. That's thousands of pounds you've just given away. Monthly subscriptions, what bastard came up with that concept? Remember back in the day when we used to pay for something and actually own it? Now we're renting. We're renting, and there's even tiers to that renting. There's standard, there's plus, and then there's plus. Am I bugging out or should I activate? Because what the bloody hell is an iCloud? We're renting space. We're renting space. To take a picture, you have to pay. Remember when we all had the 5 GB? Now we're paying $8.99 plus for space. Can you imagine?
I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Y'all know too much. Y'all know too much, okay? And it's getting too much to keep up with. We're not supposed to know this much. We're not supposed to be exposed to all this information all at once. And the fact that people actually are trying to hold people accountable to obtaining all this information as if they're not one person. Honey, I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with the presidency, what's going on over here in Palestine, and the tornadoes that happened over here, and what's happening in my neighborhood, and what's happening in my family. I can't keep up with my traumas and then your traumas and what happened in so-and-so house. And oh my goodness. Honey, when we was all just growing up on TV, you had your neighborhood news. And if it really was, I guess, big, then it hit the news. And it's not to say to be like, you don't care. But it's too much. It's too much, okay? And it's like if you say, oh, I don't know about that, people look at you like you're slow. I don't. I know a little bit about it, and that's it. I'm sorry I'm not doing research on everything. I'm not. Y'all are actually killing y'all mental health. Okay, every day I'm seeing somebody passing away on TikTok. You know what I mean? We're becoming really desensitized to a lot of stuff because of this mass information. It's just too much. It's too much.
I'm going to tell you why life is a scam. It's a lie that we've been told since we were kids. The best of our life is given to someone else, almost universally. Even if you're self-employed, you're spending the best time of your life dedicating it towards a business and trying to make money. You are awake for a set number of hours in the day. And who gets the best of that time? Is it you? Is it your family? It's not. It's your work. Every single time. And even if you have a schedule where you work 4 days a week, which most people would be like, oh my God, that's amazing. That still leaves 4 out of 7 days that a company or potentially yourself is giving the best of you to something else. Your family's not getting it. Maybe they see you at the end of the night after you've come home, you have kids that get off school, you make dinner, you try and pick up the house, and you have a couple hours where you're fucking exhausted that the family might be able to see you. Or maybe you take an annual vacation and you get 7 days to spend together so that you can enjoy the lifestyle that you spend the other 51 weeks out of the year trying to maintain. The whole thing is a fucking scam. It's pointless. You're living to work. That I don't know when humans got to the point where we're little worker ants, but it's literally all there is anymore. There's no way to even balance a lifestyle. You literally have to spend the best of your life giving it to someone else. It's not to you, unless you define literally who you are based on your work. And then I guess maybe then you find fulfillment in your life, but it's fucking pointless. Going out and building a business and making $100 billion, you fucking die just like everybody else does. So where did the time go? How was it beneficial to you? It wasn't. Maybe your family might not have to work as hard. That's a possibility. Maybe you can give your life to your children. That's about the best you can hope for at this point. But the whole thing's a fucking scam. And I bought into it when I was younger. I used to work 7 days a week, 70 hours a week. And here I am at 40 with coronary artery disease going, well, that was fucking worth it, wasn't it? Yeah. My dad, he didn't get to live to his fucking golden years to see the fruits of his labor, to be able to retire and spend time. And even if you fucking live that long, guess what? Your bones hurt, you're tired, you have GERD, you can't eat anything, your skin's fucking falling off. The whole thing's a scam. Literally.
It's all fake. Everything's fake. Everything about this life is fake. It's all made up. And there's something beautiful about that. Because if everything is made up, that means you can make up the rest of your life. And this realization is slightly related to the story time of me having a life-changing event of being on a emergency landing airplane. I was working as a flight attendant and was contacted by the pilot that the left engine of our plane was failing and we would have to make an emergency landing. Now, as scary as that is, the thoughts that were running through my mind weren't, oh my gosh, this is going to end. What's going to happen to me? It was actually the contrary. It was these three things. Initially, my first thought was, well, If this is the last 27 minutes of my existence, I am really proud of the courage that I've taken to live this life. I've lived all over the world. I've done some great things. So if I have to go out in a fiery blaze, this is the way to go out. Secondly, that's how quickly life goes. Life goes like that. No one says, hey, you have 37 years, 14 months, 2 weeks, and 3 hours for this existence. No, you go forward in life expecting to continue, and then it just does not. And finally, what I thought was, if this thing is all made up, if I can just make up life, if I can just try to accomplish, then what have I been holding myself back from? Because when I really thought of it, I thought I was living. I lived in world-class cities all over the world. I ran marathons, scaled mountains, you name it. But is there more? Is there more in me? Is there more in you? Is there more for you to give? Is there something that has a burning desire to be seen and you just refuse to let the world see it? As a person who did survive that and did not go down in a fiery blaze, what is in you that deserves to be seen? Because this is made up, and because this is made up and everything is fake, that means you can make something real that means something to you. Make that thing real now.
Is anyone else starting to think that this so-called cost of living crisis is actually not really a cost of living crisis, and is actually just the new baseline for how things are going to be? Because I don't think things are going to get better. I'm not seeing anything getting better. Fall for more tips.
Is anyone else just so sick and tired of everyone and everything in this world being so fake? Not saying I'm not guilty of it, because I am. And you are as well, be honest with yourself. But I've just gained so much awareness, and I've mastered the ability to read other people's energy to the point where it's like, I see right through you. Like, stop trying to be this character, stop trying to be this person that you're not. And we gotta really start sitting down with ourselves, asking why. What is it we're holding on to? What self-image, what reputation does my ego want to hold on to? I see the fakeness, I see the lies everywhere, and I'm just getting more and more aware of it. It's gotten to the point where being your real self, inwardly and outwardly, is rare. I mean, we are so programmed and damaged from unhealed trauma to the point where we can't even be real with ourselves and other people. That's why the world's so fucked up.
Why does it feel like life is a scam? This is a very interesting question that I started wondering recently, and I want to share some of my thoughts about it. The answer is simple. It's because we are sold a subscription for happiness in which the price keeps going up from year to year while the service gets worse. We are all handed a blueprint from the moment we understand language that we have to sacrifice in the present moment for a later that is never guaranteed. The scam isn't that life is hard, but the promise that if you suffer enough in the present moment, you are owed a paradise in the future. Think about it. We trade our most energetic years for a currency, under the assumption that we can buy our freedom back the moment we are too tired to use it. It feels like a Ponzi scheme where you are the investor in society, is the fraudster promising a return that only the people at the very top can actually see. You spend your childhood waiting to be an adult, your adulthoods waiting for a weekend, and your weekends dreading Monday. But I think above this all, there's a catch to it. It's very similar to the monster story. The scam only works as long as you believe it, as long as you believe the narrative. The moment you realize that the game is rigged, you stop trying to win by your rules. You realize that the scam relies on your perpetual dissatisfaction. Because if you were content, you wouldn't work so hard to death to buy things you don't need to impress the people you don't like. So how do you handle the scam? Darling, stop waiting for the refund because you're never gonna get one. But you can stop paying for the premiums. You can stop banking on the someday. You can find the loopholes in the contract. You can create the small moments in your life that brings you joy. You can be a rebel to things that you're supposed to want but you don't want. You can create more than you consume. Life feels like a scam because you're waiting for the payout. So stop waiting. Steal your joy back because life is short. And also because now is the only time that's guaranteed.
I really laugh every time I see comments like this, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. All scamming mean is still confused about money. Like, when you really think about it, life is a scam. Out here paying $500 to a band for Levi Strauss. Favorite Jordans get made for $1 in a Chinese sweatshop, but they gonna sell them to you for $200. This ain't even Palm Angel, but it's the same material, and I got this jacket for free, and I paid $600 for this just cause it got a logo on it. Like, look, bro, if you want to be honest, bro, life is a scam. At the end of the day, you either got to figure out how to be a part of what's going on, or you're going to be stuck on the outside of the loop in the rat trap. And usually, the people that call shit a scam is people that want to goddamn give themselves an excuse for why they got the same amount of time in the day as I do, and they not as far as I am in life. Lil' bruh, wake up.
What if I ask you, is life really a scam? To my understanding, I think it's a scam because of very many things. You wake up, you go to work, you pay for rent. For those people who haven't built houses, you buy houses, you buy cars, and you find yourself whatever you need to pay for it. So to me, I think it's a scam. I've been seeing very many people, they hustle from morning to evening, they work overtime, and at the end they work for nothing, they gain nothing. So that is one of the perfect example showing that life is a scam, because at the end we are all going to die. You buy houses, you build houses, you buy luxurious cars, but at the end you die and you don't go with anything. So to me, I think it's a scam. Life is a real scam. Yeah, that's it.